Hello, it's your girl Candy, Natural Brown Candy. I'm here to give you an update on my braid locks. I installed them. I was wrong last time. I installed them on April 3rd, so I'm just shy of 3 months of installing these braids. And I wouldn't call them micro. I call them mini. They're bigger here on the top because my head, this is the thickest part of my hair, is in the front here, and the sides are small. So, are smaller. But what I wanted to say in my journey is that I put the braids in and immediately they started to come out. My hair is super fine. My mother always described my hair as cat hair. And so I've always had really fine hair, curly but fine and easy to break. So I decided I wanted to have locks. And I had them before. I had to start them before with lock extensions because my hair, I tried to coil it and it just would not stay. So I did the lock extensions, but they were bigger. And so I knew I wanted smaller braids. And so this is what I have to say about what I've been going through with this hair. Um, Again, I have heat damage here. It doesn't curl up all the way on the ends. I'll snip that as I go along. Still not ready to do it yet. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sweating. It's hot in here and I'm too lazy to get up and turn on the fan, and I haven't put my AC units in the window yet. But anyway, so what happened, I braided my hair and then I saw that it was coming loose. So I'm on YouTube, as everyone else does, trying to figure out what the best thing to do is. And I came across interlocking. So I've been doing the 2 point rotation for my hair, and it's working out okay. But let me show you something. So because my hair is so soft, this is what I'm going through. I see people, or I've seen people on YouTube saying that they interlock or retighten every couple of months, like every 6 to 8 weeks. I cannot do that. I have to tighten more often. So I'm going to show you two of my locks that I interlocked this morning before I went to work. And I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning for work. It is now 4:43 p.m. I live in Connecticut, so I'm Eastern Standard Time. And just over 12 hours ago, I interlocked, I tightened some on the side. But let me show you what this one is doing right now. I interlocked this morning, and this is how much it came loose. And this part of my hair, it's like combined together. I can't even get that apart. So you don't see much of the braid anymore. You don't see any braid pattern there. And so I'm going to have to lock this before I go to bed. There are like two of them in the front. And for some reason, I don't know if I can find it. This one right here, I thought it was doing pretty good. It came all the way loose, so I just braided it again. Here, see it? So that's a braid. But what I will show you as well is the ones in the back. Some of the ones in the back already started locking. My plan was to just let the ends be curly because I like that look. But out of nowhere, I looked and here's one. It started locking. No end. The end, there's no curly on the end. There's one in the very back. I don't know if you can see it. I'll turn around. This one right here has locked completely. And what I noticed with these, once they start to really lock up, I have about maybe 10 that are locked up. I guess in the baby stage, but they're locked. Is that they got so much shorter than my hair is there. I have one here. Where is it? This one right here. Like the end is not curly anymore, and it's shorter than it was when I started, so it's shrinking up. And then I have one here. See, that one started to lock too, and you could barely see any braid pattern, but the end is sealed already. You see that? The ones in the front, in the middle here, I started interlocking these, and I'll show you where the interlock part starts. stops. I can feel it. Up to here, that's how much I've interlocked that in almost 3 months. So that's how much my hair has grown in that time. And the braid pattern, I mean, it wouldn't stay braided that much, but there's barely any braid pattern there. There's barely any braid pattern here. It's so weird. Like, you can see barely any braid pattern, but this, you could feel the difference from the braid to the lock. This is where it was braided to, up to at least here, but the ends are still pretty loose there. I'm definitely in the ugly stage, but I have to retighten my hair every couple of days, because if I do not, like, this one still has the curly end. I don't know if you can see that. But if I do not retighten every couple of days, then they'll be completely out. There's one in the back now. There's one that I think completely came out. Where is it? Almost completely came out. And I just locked this. I mean, I just retightened this a few days ago. But you can see. But the end, you can feel the budding on the end here. But I just retightened this, and I still have this much that loosened up. And again, I just chalked that up to my hair just being very, very soft. Again, I'm in the baby stage, the ugly stage, whatever you want to call it. But I'm liking my hair, and I know that once it's completely locked, like some of them, like this one, you can see the braid pattern is still pretty good. And the curl, I like my ends curly, but I just don't think that's what my hair is going to do. It's just going to go all the way to the end, especially if I go 1 or 2 days without paying attention to it. Like this one here, that one's pretty much locked. I don't know if they're going to get much thicker. And there's a lot that I need to retighten from here to here. It needs to be retightened. I don't know if they're going to get much thicker, but I'm okay with that. I want them to be smaller, because then I feel like I could do more different styles on it. And so it's definitely, as it's locking, it's definitely shortening as well. Like this one here was hanging, where is it? This one here was hanging lower than it is now. It's coming just to here. And this one's longer. It's like weird. My hair is weird. I love my hair, but it's weird. And I'm the only one in my family with this. Like my twin sister, my older sister, they have thicker, coarser hair than I do, and I'm okay with that. You always wish you have something that you don't have. This one came all the way up loose too, after months of staying braided. Was it this one or the one next to it? Oh, this one. I just braided it. I just looked up and it was just all the way loose. So I just braided this one again last night. So I'm gonna have all different lengths of hair, I guess, until it all locks up. But I'm liking this style. I can do, I got my big forehead. That's, something I got from my daddy. But hey, I used to get teased about this forehead all the time. But it's a part of me. It's a part of who I am. This right here, I had hair there once. The Africans took it out. I won't say the Africans because I'm African too, but I went to the African braiding shop, and she just did that so tight that my hair broke off there from the root and just never really grew back. I just have this peach fuzz, and that's just something I'm going to have to live with. It's not as bad on this side, but it happened over here too. Oh, and this one right here, I cut my hair to start, have like sideburns like months ago. And this right here would not stay braided. It was too short to interlock because the interlocking tool I had was too long. But I'm finally able to interlock this one, and so far so good. This interlocked piece of hair has stayed. It has not come loose. This one here keeps coming loose. It keeps coming loose, and so I have to keep on braiding it over and over again. But they're getting a little longer here. And again, I like my hair. I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's fully locked. Um, really liking it. I can still do different styles on it. This one here, you can see the braid pattern. You can still see the braid pattern on there. But these right here are pretty much, the curls here are pretty much fused. Like they're not gonna come out. And that's it. This is almost just a week shy. I can't even talk. Just a week shy of 3 months since I braided my hair up. And I'm liking it. I'm liking that my roots in the front are starting to look like locks. Like, and they're like a different texture too. They're a little stiffer. Again, it's only been 3 months, so 3 months of growth. I would guess that my hair is growing just about an inch or a little bit, maybe a little under, but about an inch a month. And so that's fine with me. Again, I can feel the difference when it starts to feel different. That's about right here. So that's about how much my hair has grown in 3 months, which is crazy. Again, the shrinkage is real, so my hair appeared longer before I put these braids in. But I'm liking it. Here it is. Again, I have about 10 or so locks in the back already. This one is not locked, but I mean, I can feel the difference in here. So it's definitely fused. The end is not locked. This one, the end is just about locked. I can feel a knot here. This one too, definitely knotted up down here. But I need to retighten already, and it's driving me a little nuts, but again, it's free. It's not like I have to go to somebody's, a loctician or something and get it done. I'm doing it myself because why pay all that money? I don't need to have sister locks. Or, you know, people are paying an insane amount of money to get these done. And could I afford to do that? I can, but I have a son that's 30 who has a son, well, almost 30. I have a 21-year-old son that's in college and needs things all the time. So why would I spend an obscene amount of money on my own hair when I could do it myself? You know, again, I like the way that I parted it. You know, I could put it on either side. What I did mess up on is this side, I think I have 1, 2, 3, like 4 rows, and this side I have 5. So it's definitely uneven, but hey, that's just gonna make me a little bit more unique. I can't wait to be able to really have it hanging down here, and I know that's coming. This is my second time with locks, so I know that is coming. So that is it. And I hope I inspire you to keep going. I need inspiration to keep going. But at this point, because of the interlocks that I did, in order to get rid of this, I would just have to shave my head, and that's not going to happen. So I'm going to be rocking this for a while. And my guy likes it too. So that is it. I'll see you in a few months to give you another update. Later.